We do all the work. You just sit there and look beautiful and get views in.
We are live.
Exactly.
We are live.
We're live.
What's up? What's up, everybody?
What's up?
Thank you, Tiffany. How are you, my dear?
I'm good. I'm good. How both of you men doing?
We
Doing
are.
great. Just distinguished with gray beards. We're doing good over here.
I
Mm.
heard the ladies like the gray. So
Yeah. Look, as you get older, you like, that looks kind of scrumptious.
Yeah, but that messes up your work with the young ladies, though. You're like,
Oh, please, them young ladies, as long as you look like money, they gonna come for you.
I tell you, like 2 years ago, I was at Walmart, and I'm not Walmart, Walgreens,
Mm.
and I was checking out, and the girl asked me if I was interested in senior citizen discount.
Ooh.
ooh, wow,
Oh, I was
that
so hurt. I was
that
hurt.
is bad, Carl. Damn.
Yes, yes, she asked me. And and another time I'm walking out of Walmart and the Girl Scouts are selling cookies. And so the girl said, "Excuse me, sir, would you like to get some cookies?" I said, "No, I'm not. I don't really like cookies." She goes, "How about your grandkids?" I was like,
Mm.
"You fucking-"
Not
Oh
your
wow.
children. Not your children. She said, what
oh,
about
Oh
your
my
grandchildren?
oh.
God. Grandchildren.
And I was feeling young that day too, and she just put me
Not
right
after that.
back.
I would be so hurt if that happened to
Yeah,
me. I
I
would be
turned around and went back into Walmart and got a walker, a wheelchair, or something.
a drink.
you t- you was walking out in the sun and then the rain
Get,
came.
get some Depends or something.
Wow.
Well, yeah, but yeah. So thank you for joining today's show.
Yes,
Today we
thank
have
you.
a plethora of topics.
Oh,
Um, we're going to start off talking about Snoop Dogg and Master P. They are suing Walmart and Post breakfast cereal. The people of makers, the Post, the people who manufacture different breakfast cereal. Snoop Dogg and Master P. They came up with Snoop Loops, but Fruit Loops threatened to sue Snoop Loops because the names are too close. So I think I forgot what he changed it to. I get we
I
probably
thought it was Snoop Loops.
One is Snoop Loops and one is Fruit Loops. They said that's too close.
yes, he couldn't keep Snoop Loops. He
Are
had to
you serious? Wow.
yes, they didn't allow him to do Snoop Loops.
Oh, that's not. Well, Snoop to
Well,
get better lawyers because I don't think that's close at
well,
all. Other
well,
you.
Benjamin Crump is his lawyer.
Okay.
Uh,
Wow.
we're also going to talk about Beyonce hitting the number one on the country chart, and a lot of Caucasian people are not happy. So they're doing other different white artists are doing remakes of her song, and of course, you know, back in the day, what happened to remember who was it that did the Little Richard when that guy did Tutti Frutti, that white
Hmm.
dude did Tutti
Yeah, I
Frutti.
think it was Jerry Lee
No,
Lewis who did too.
no, it was I forgot who it was, man. But he sold more of Tutti Frutti than actual Little Richard, and it you know kept happening over and over. So I think they're trying to do the same thing again
Yeah.
um, with Beyonce.
Beyonce song.
Yeah. Also, Mr. Donald Trump talking about there'll be a bloodbath if he doesn't win. And of course, his supporters say that he's referring to the economy and he's not referring to an actual war. But come on, we know what he means. He means his people are going to fight like hell if he loses. Also, the banning of TikTok. What's up, Donna?
Hey,
Uh,
Donna.
Donna says she thinks it's just Snoop cereal now. Yeah, yeah. He had to change it. He had to take off the loops, the Snoop loops. Um,
Snoop Loops.
Yeah,
Wow.
so to talk about the ban, they're trying to ban TikTok, and everyone has a reason as to why they're trying to ban TikTok. And also, a young African American sister created some controversy um, on X, formerly known as Twitter, because she said this is something she was afraid to say out loud, but now she's not afraid anymore. She said when she's around hood people, even though she's black, she gets nervous. She's not comfortable around hood people. So that didn't go over too well. Um, so
She needs to stay her ass out the hood.
well, Not everybody's. You remember Chris Rock's bit about the the difference between blacks and and ninjas. So, all right. Anyway, we're gonna get into it. Of course, we're gonna play our number one.
A lot of topics, so guys, put on your seatbelts and drink some coffee. We'll be here till 1 a.m.
And
no, we're not being here to 1 a.m. I'm gonna be asleep.
What did that white guy say about us last week? That we are a Hate Whitey show.
The Hate Whitey show.
Well, stop getting in the Hate Whitey's chair.
So welcome to the Hate Whitey show, folks. Here we go.
With the knowledge you gain, break away from the chains. We helping you grow, the Black Therapy Show. You be in a safe space, dealing with the black trauma. We unpacking and inspecting all our baggage and drama. Cause we gotta unite, no more killing each other. It's time to see a new future for my sisters and brothers. With Kevin, Carl, and Tiffany, you'll have an epiphany. We'll give you everything you need to handle the enemy. We're giving you empathy, we gon' challenge you mentally. The right conversation so you grow exponentially. We built your penitentiaries, we built all your schools. Gave us brainwashed education, just making us fools. Hatred was what we got in exchange for love. No more manipulation from my God above. No, it's Carl, Kevin, and Tiffany. Now welcome to the Black Therapy Show. Let's go.
It was okay to sell all the products that Snoop endorsed. Those are all over the store, on the aisles everywhere. Those products are owned by majority corporations. But when you had a product that was black owned, a black business, they put it in the back of the storeroom. And so we want everybody in our community to join us in saying that during this Black History Month, we want the message to be loud and clear. We stand with Master P. We stand with Snoop Dogg. We stand with Brothers Fools. Walmart, Post. Until you do right, don't expect us to continue to support you if you're not going to support our black businesses.
God to lead us on this journey. I know everybody afraid to go up against these corporate giants. It's about what we need to do what's fair for us to actually live the American dream. This is not about race. This is about minority-owned companies getting a fair share, and me and Snoop is going to be that voice. When I talk about minorities, I'm talking about blacks, Asians, Latinos, women, whites that are not into that big corporate system. And my question is to these corporate giants, why have a diversity department if you're not gonna give us real diversity? And so my thing is, when you talk about real diversity, you don't need a department. You need to help us create these products and brands so we could be into the stores to be able to put money back into our community. This is bigger than me and Snoop.
Yes, he did say it.
We do not own the rights to this content. This is fair use only, educational purpose only. We not real therapists. We bootleg therapists, and we just our opinions only. Thank you.
Speak for yourself.
Thank you, Tiffany.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Rapper Snoop Dogg and Master P are taking on two giants in the retail world, Walmart and the Post cereal company.
At issue is anecdotal video evidence from fans across the country. They've been wondering, says attorney Ben Crump, why they can't find Snoop cereal on Walmart shelves.
Man, I'm telling you, it don't make no sense. To get a box of the Snoop cereal, I had to go undercover and work at a Walmart. And these people work you like a slave. And I ain't saying that just because it's Black History Month. I'm talking about the pain. My body, it hurt. And I said, hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right. These people working me like it's the summer of 1865. I'm telling you, they want you to do 6, 7 pallets by yourself because little Lonnie didn't want to come in tonight. That, surprise, surprise. I found a whole 2 cases in the back, and I bought them all, and I quit.
Thanks. I seen it, but I don't know where it's at.
I've never seen
Damn.
I've never seen it.
I guess we gotta go search the cereal out. Oh my God!
It's here.
Hell.
It's here, bro.
All right, I'm gonna put it on the floor for you.
Yeah, but can we at least tell us why?
Because it's not giving us the option to pick it out. So I don't.
Not so we can help other stores. That's all we want to know.
Yeah, see,
Like,
I don't know. It's not giving us the option to.
it's over here.
It has no location.
Then who does that? You get what I'm saying? Like,
Walmart. When it comes in, it has to have a location, or it's just gonna sit back. Yeah.
Snoop Dogg and Master P are suing Walmart and Post Foods, alleging that the two companies sabotaged their Snoop cereal business.
All right, there you go. Master P, Snoop Dogg, suing Walmart. You know, this to me, this comes right back to what Dr. Umar has always said. We need to own our own stuff. Like when I hear black people saying we have black Twitter, we have black YouTube, you know, we have black TikTok. Yeah, I mean, we have little groups on these platforms, but we don't own anything. We don't own it. So to me, this comes right back, and it just goes to prove, you know, some people say that racism doesn't exist anymore. You hear a lot of black people like the black Republican, Tim Scott.
Tim Scott, yes.
Scott and all those other black Republicans saying racism doesn't exist anymore. You know, it's just a figment of black people's information. We just making stuff up. But this, and you know they're doing it just because it's Snoop Dogg and Master P. Because in another video I saw, I thought I had it, but Post offered to buy out Snoop Dogg and Master P.
That's the problem. That's the problem right there. Is that they asked to buy it, and Snoop and what's his name, Master P, said no, they wasn't going to buy it. So now they're making it difficult for them, you know. And to be honest with you, like you said, you got to own your own. I mean, why we don't have our own supermarkets? Or little mini marks that he can sprinkle here and there that sell nothing but black-owned products?
That's a good question.
You understand what I'm saying? So y'all sitting over here trying to get in at the table. They don't want you at the table. Why you don't sit it over there to Aldi's? Aldi's is private-owned companies. They trying to get in with these big wigs, and they don't. As soon as they ask to buy your company, you already knew they didn't want y'all. They want your business because they want your face on that box because they make more money. They don't want you to be on the same even playing field with them. Now, another thing, Carl, that first guy was funny as hell. I'm sorry, he was funny. He said he went to just get a job there so he can find the Snoop Loops. Okay, he was not playing. He said they worked him to death. Like, ooh, work me to death, dog. You understand what I'm saying? So you got people hiding it, and as you see, you heard what the girl said. They have these computers that tell or put this in what's going. So they was like, oh no, since the Borders, which is Snoop Doggy Dogg's last name, company. Oh, if they don't want to sell us their company, we're gonna keep they loops in the back. They're not gonna put out nothing. So I'm not surprised at their behavior. But my thing is, create your own.
Well, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen at this stage.
This is what's going to happen to them then.
Well, there's other options. I mean, at Walmart, you got Target, and the same thing might happen at Target. I mean, you have other outlets where he could distribute his cereal brand. You know, Master P and Snoop Dogg, you know, aren't Kevin Lee and Carl Yard. People are going to, you know, they have money and power, and people are going to listen to them, like you said, but they're messing with big dogs like Walmart. Next to Amazon is probably the biggest thing in America, you know, as far as, you know, distribution. So they might have to take a step down. But if the product is good and people want it, then we're going to find it, you know, and it don't have to be at Walmart. It could be at another outlet, you know. So
you can order it
they
online.
They got to go old school, you know. Sometimes, look, NWA sold 1 million, the legend is they sold 1 million CDs out the back of their car, right? So, I mean, there's ways to get things done, right? You know, so I just think they can take another route. I mean, they could tell Walmart, you know, F you, we don't want to do business with you, or we'll take our cereal elsewhere and just take it elsewhere.
Yeah,
you know,
open have little mini markets all over that sells black-owned products, black-owned food, black-owned cereal. You understand? Y'all gotta start from somewhere and stop expecting these big people, these big organizations to take y'all in because they don't want y'all. They want y'all product because y'all got, first of all, Snoop has millions and millions and millions of followers. They want that. They know he can make money off that. So by them just stacking it in the back and leaving it in the back, that means you ain't getting no money, you know. So
Let me show you
please, y'all,
something here.
create your own.
Let me show you this. I was traveling in the South a few months ago, and in every gas station down in the southern states, they have wrap snacks. Have y'all seen the wrap snacks?
Oh yeah, I saw the rap snacks.
Yeah. So I bought this one here because I'm a big Biggie fan. So that's the Notorious B.I.G. Potato chips, and on the back they have his bio or whatever. But that's his picture, and I believe this company is black owned. So, and they're in gas stations though. Like every gas station in southern states just about have these wraps. They have different rap artists on there. I bought this one. I'm not going to open it. It's a souvenir for me just because I'm a big B.I.G. fan. So, but there's other ways, and to get your products out.
Yeah, you gotta do feet. What they said, feet on the floor, start running. You can go different places, like you said, put them different places or set up different stands. I mean, there's Snoop Dogg and Master P. Why wouldn't people want like a little area with their snacks or their cereals and stuff? But my thing is, I don't have no problem with our people doing snacks and food, but make them healthy, please. Okay,
That was
make them
gonna be
healthy.
my next point.
Yeah.
Tip, make them healthy, but then is that gonna fly well too? I mean,
I don't care if you black. We want healthy. We want our people. You want economics, so we want healthiness too. Make sure what you selling is healthy. I hope that them Biggie Small chips don't have 500 in sodium. You understand what I'm saying?
I just Googled it. Rap Snacks is a black owned company.
Right, it is.
And it says it rose, the brand rose from corner stores to Walmart. How about that?
It starts fresh. You go in those stores and you put. Now I'm gonna be honest. I don't see them in the hood stores where I'm at. Like where in certain stores I don't see them. But if you see them like when you traveling, I see them in the stores, like you said, the gas stations and stuff. But they are around.
Well, Donna says a lot of black people still not going to shop at black stores. Do you think are we still in that space? I mean, after all we've seen, are we still in that space where we're not going to support black-owned businesses? I hope not. I hope Donna.
No, I hope
Well,
not
we're still in
either.
that space because we still, I mean, we have bad experiences with white stores. We have bad experiences with black stores, and we never let them live it down. I've done some black owned businesses in my life, and I've had some bad experiences in those black owned businesses. And you hold a grudge because you don't expect to get treated bad by your own people,
Your own people.
And so yeah, when you do business with black people, you do business with white people, and they treat you bad, and you still go back and shop at Walmart, or you still go back and shop at Target or wherever, even though you got a bad experience. But with black people, you're like, man, I expect to get treated like that from a black-owned business. That's why I came here. I thought I would, so you kind of hold that grudge for a long time, so.
But you know what I'm learning too? For a business to be successful, you have to have proper management. And a lot of these black-owned businesses don't have proper management. This Jamaican lady said to me, she says two type of people in business: people that own businesses and people that run businesses. You have people that own these businesses but don't know how to run it, and then they don't want nobody in there to run it properly because they so micromanaging and stuff like that. So yeah, a lot of reasons why these black-owned businesses don't work because they don't have customer service, or they was not taught, or whoever was owning did not give proper instructions on how to keep a client, or if I'm going in the store, it got to be something to attract you to make you want to come back again or keep spending your money, and that's the environment, and that's the people that you put in place to work.
Gina, what's up, Gina? Gina, welcome to the Hate Whitey show.
No, stop. We don't hate whiteys.
That's
The
copyrighted.
whiteys is our children.
Gina said the Chinese have their own markets. That is true. The Chinese have their own markets. They have Jews have their own stuff. I mean, you see Jewish memorial hospitals everywhere, right?
Well, Farrakhan talked about that, didn't he? He said every major city in America has a Chinatown. But there are no black towns, right? I mean, we have Chinatown in New York, we have Chinatown in Washington, D.C. Chicago has a Chinatown. I don't know if Atlanta has one, but like almost every major city has a Chinatown. But there's never been a black town.
They have a Spanish area. They have
A Spanish area,
their
definitely have
areas,
Jewish areas all over the place. So
yeah. So why we can't have it or
because it's not going
create
to
it?
happen. That's why.
Oh, listen, you don't be screaming at me because I know it's not going to be.
I'm just saying. It's not, I'm tired of saying this every. I'm tired of saying this every show. Like we're living in a pipe dream. It's not going to happen. If it ain't happening in 2024, it's not going to happen. But we do have Snoop Dogg cereal. We do have. Look, we do have. Well, Famous Amos was the black guy who started his chocolate chip cookie, selling chocolate chip cookies out of his house, and then he went on to make millions of dollars. But then he sold it. It was a black-owned company called Famous Amos. He was
Look, and then they sold
and the guy sold the company. You know, he sold the company eventually. Sold it off to a white company, you know. So, and I guess he's somewhere retired now. If he's still alive, I'm not quite sure, but yeah, Famous Amos, man.
That's another thing. Our people sell out. As soon as they get to a certain money, they let another company buy them out, and then they change the ingredients to everything. So I'm gonna be honest. We must create our own. We heard what my our co-host said. Kevin said it's not gonna happen. But how can you make cereal and make all these things and not have no stores to put it in? You understand? We want our own radio shows or our TV shows. We gotta create our own platform for us to do it because they're not gonna allow us to be who we are, you know. So we gotta create our own.
I was surprised. I went to Walmart. I get my vitamins from Walmart, and because they have good sales on vitamins. So, last time I was in Walmart, like last week, before I knew we were going to talk about this, I walked through the aisles and I saw the Snoop Dogg T-shirts, like a bevy of T-shirts, Snoop Dogg, and I didn't buy one because I'm a Snoop Dogg fan, but I didn't buy one because I'm kind of pissed off at Snoop right now because of his take on Trump. You know, like he said, he's voting for Trump or something. He's endorsing Trump. So, because normally I'd have bought a Snoop Dogg T-shirt. I have a couple of Snoop Dogg T-shirts already, in my closet, right? So, because I collect black celebrity T-shirts. So, I have a Snoop Dogg T-shirt over there somewhere. But I would have supported the brother, but the first thing popped in my mind was this fool voting for Trump. He ain't getting none of my money.
You talking about Trump? I was thinking about.
But there was a lot of Snoop Dogg shirts. Like, he has his own little Snoop Dogg section of shirts and sweatsuits. They're like the Snoop Dogg sweatsuits that kind of suit you. I always see him wearing those sweatsuits. So it's in Walmart. He got his own little section there of Snoop Dogg.
But they don't have
stuff.
a little section for his cereal. You understand what I'm saying? But they know that people are going to buy that. You know, see, that's why I said it's just a lot. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Because the first thing came to my mind is why he don't have a supermarket. Why they don't got stores instead of selling cereal.
Yeah. G Car on Facebook. What's up, G? Says, she said, I know a black guy from Antigua owned about 7 supermarkets, but he's down to 1 now because developers bought him out. Well, I mean, they couldn't buy him out if he wasn't selling out. So he was selling. You see, that's the thing with black people. We don't think about the future. We don't think about the black people coming after us. We live for now. And I think that has to do with the fact that we've been held back for so long. We want our stuff now. I was held back and I want my riches in my lifetime. I don't care about my kids, my grandkids.
Generational wealth.
Yeah, we don't think about that. But every other group, they're like
whites,
they're
Chinese,
yeah. They think about what's my grandkid, you know what I mean? What's my generational wealth? How it's going to help my family down the road. We did a show one time about insurance. A lot of black people don't buy insurance because they're like, when I'm dead, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, but that put a lot of pressure on your
Right. But
family
other
members.
people, white people buy insurance like crazy. Asians do, Jews do, everybody else does. So when they die, their family has some money to bury them, and there's some left over to take care of everybody, and then it keeps going and it keeps going. But we as black people, we don't buy any insurance because we're like, when I'm dead, I'm dead. You know, y'all are on your own.
Yeah, this generation is fund my family's funeral. My GoFundMe. Yeah, they put it up on GoFundMe.
Yeah, I think it's hard sometimes to let money go to, because a lot of these insurance companies are ripoffs, you know. So
Yeah.
that could be it too,
But they
Carl. I
have
mean,
reputable
black people been getting
ones.
ripped. I mean, you think about your car insurance, right? We pay car insurance if you have a car every month, right?
Yeah.
And then you get in a car accident. Let's say you don't get an accident for 5 years, and you paying every month for 5 years. Then you get in a car accident, and they go, "Oh yeah, you got a deductible." You know, like, what? A deductible? Like, what do you mean I got a deductible? You got 5 years of my money. I still got to pay a deductible. You know, so it's such a
Everything
ripoff.
is
You know, that's a whole nother show. But yeah, that's just a ripoff.
Yeah. Jeff Shorts checking in on YouTube. What's up, Jeff? Jeff's a Mississippi fan. What's going on in Mississippi, Jeff?
Mosquitoes.
So G Car says she thinks Kellogg's owns Famous Amos now, but
Okay.
you know, we don't hold on to stuff. We don't, sometimes, Kevin, I think you're absolutely right. I don't know if we're ever gonna get any better. If you know what I mean, we seen.
No, we need massa. We need massa.
Well, no, I mean, you know what though? We have Snoop Dogg, who's a highly successful entertainer and entrepreneur, who's moving into getting away from the rap music and getting into invested into businesses. You know, a lot of athletes are investing their money into other things now, and entertainers are investing their money into, you know, things like that, you know, so they can, you know, make money after rapping is over. You know, Snoop is freaking almost 60 years old. How many rap songs he gonna do? You know, pretty soon, you know, I mean, he got grandkids probably, so he got to give up the rapping, and he's moving into the entrepreneur. And Master P's been doing this for years. Master P has been
He's been a hustler for
he's
a
been a
very
hustler all his
long
life,
time.
selling stuff and doing things outside of the rap industry. So, and you know, now he's teamed up with Snoop, who's, you know, so
Well,
yeah,
you
I
know
mean,
they got a history together. Master P actually got Snoop from Suge Knight.
oh, okay.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
have a history.
And so you got the black-owned cereal. You got black people that own barbecue sauce. You know, you got black
That's a
people that
whole
own.
supermarket.
I'm just saying, black people. You go into the supermarket and you see on the shelves, you got black people that own different things. You know, you got your popular what's the white guy, the actor who has the sauce. I can't think of his name right now.
Paul Newman.
Paul Newman stuff. Yeah, but there's black people in there too. You know, that has stuff.
It's
You know.
Sylvia's. You
Yeah,
have
exactly.
Sylvia. She has her canned goods. We have black-owned products. We just need to. Matter of fact, y'all should get in contact with me so we can be able to open up little black mini marks all over the place so we can set up something because we need it. We need it, especially in the food deserts where you have people that can't get to food. You understand? Or they want them Snoop Dogg cereals and stuff like that. And there's places out there. We got to create our own.
And to look at it, I mean, these big companies, if Snoop Dogg and Master P created their own distribution, they can create jobs. They can create somebody could be a director, a vice president of their company, and a job that pay good, decent money. You know, they can make so many black people managers.
That's what they need, distribution company. Why they didn't start that? Why they don't have that? Now, Suge Knight had that before. When Suge was out in the street, he had his distributing company doing their records. So that's how they was able to own their masters. He was very smart, so they have to get him off the map. But why they don't own that? Why
So
they not
Tiff,
opening up
so you're saying,
manufacturing
Tiffany,
companies?
you're suggesting that rich black people help middle class people.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah, that's the only way y'all going to heaven. Because I can't take y'all money with y'all.
There's a lot of them in hell.
They going to hell. We're going to have all the celebrities is going to be in hell.
Hey, for the people watching the show for the first time, My nickname is Mr. Honest. I don't cut any corners on this show. I'm bringing it real. I'm keeping it real and I'm bringing it real. So we could try to sugarcoat this, but there's no sugarcoating it. You know, basically screwed.
Yeah, and this brings back to J.R. Smith said this. I think I played this video before on our show, but this goes to exactly what Tiffany's saying.
We're so trained and it's so embedded to have that Eurocentric mindset that worry about myself, worry about me, worry about mine, worry about mine. I'm not going to help nobody else who look like me build up when everybody else do it but us. I got Paul George sitting right here. I got DeMar DeRozan sitting right here. I got Russell Westbrook sitting right here. I'm literally sitting next to all of these dudes who are LA guys. I'm like, bro, I'm not counting your chips, but everybody else is. So you make 200, you make 200, you make 175, you make 150, you make 180. Why don't y'all have your own gym? Why we gotta go UCLA to work out in LA every time? What bank gonna turn us down? We about to build this whole shit out for our community. We got the money. We don't have the mindset.
Word.
Right.
Yo, they got the money.
Yeah.
Why are you working out other places? Sorry, Carl. Why is y'all working out other places? I didn't even know that. That's so bugged. I'm thinking that they getting their own gyms and stuff. But why is y'all working out other places when y'all can get your own gyms, y'all professional gyms, and it could also help the community also?
Yeah, and they could that gym can be used for concerts and all kinds of stuff, right? When they're having all kinds of entertainment stuff going on, they could use the gym for so many things, and that's another business. But like he said, they don't have the mindset,
and they're not teaching them.
Black people's mindset is to get up and spend. Right? We get up every weekend. Where am I going to go spend my money today?
No, it's survival. And trying to keep that money. That's it. Survive it and keeping the money. They're not thinking about nobody else. Most of those people that are in position, they came from nothing. So when they got something, they're not trying to let that go, and they ain't trying to help nobody to get to the top. And some of them is not saying y'all not smart, but they're not at that level to say, you know what, let me do this, because they're into their survival mode and not sharing their money. That's what I think.
Yeah. Jeff Sharp says, I think I asked him how's Mississippi. He said Mississippi's Mississippi, but he says he agrees with Tiffany, like they have enough money to start their own grocery store chain. They have the money, but like J.R. Smith just said, the mindset. You know what I mean? The forward thinking. We don't have the forward thinking. We think about now, today. What can I do? What can I get today? You know what I mean? I need 10 cars. Why? Because it makes me look good today. They're not thinking about opening one supermarket and then opening another supermarket and building a big chain, and then their kids and their grandkids and their great grandkids, everybody's going to be eating because they created some generational wealth. I wasn't.
It's not even in their hand.
Listen, I was in a convenience store one time, and his sister won $100,000 on a scratch ticket.
What?
Scratch ticket. And let me tell you what she said she was going to do with the money.
Get some Louis Vuitton, some red bottoms.
No, she said, I'm going to get me a Mercedes. I'm going to get my mom a Mercedes. I'm going to get my cousin a Mercedes. That's what she's going to do with her $100,000.
A foreign car that the parts are expensive to get. Get you an American car, girl.
So I said to her, why don't you, and I know she didn't pay me attention because I didn't know her. She just looked at me like I was an idiot. I said, why don't you purchase a 3-family house, live on the first floor or whatever, second, whatever you choose, rent out the other floors. Once you build up enough equity, take that money, buy another house, right? Rent out that house, you know what I mean? And said, and she just looked at me like,
she was like, you was like, blah, 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 blah.
Maybe she already have a house, bro.
That's a possibility. But
yeah, maybe she already has a house. Maybe her mom already have a house. Maybe she already has a house, and
take that money, buy another house.
I mean, you can do that too.
You get a Mercedes.
No, I get it. Yeah, I get it. I mean, you're right, Carl. Two things can be true,
Yeah, get another house. Have 1,000 houses.
They don't think they're not. We wasn't taught to think of longevity, like you said. We are in the time, in the moment. We're just living, thinking about tomorrow later, which we supposed to be thinking about the future, especially for our young people today. So if other cultures can do it, we can do it too. And yeah, it might not happen today, but if we can start, even by us talking about it now, we have to start. We have to put in our children to be entrepreneurs. We have to teach. What you shaking your head for?
No, I agree with you on that part. The entrepreneur, I agree on
Oh,
that.
okay.
I've been self-employed since I was 14 years old, 15 years old. So I get that. Yeah, I'm all for the entrepreneur thing. Basically doing your thing, making your own money, and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, I get that. But I'm just talking about. Yeah, I'm just talking about.
But you don't even need, like Donna just said. Donna said you don't even have to be rich. She said my cousin opened a supermarket in St. Martin. But I mean, if a group of black people got together, put some money together, they went to a bank, got a loan, they can start. You know what I mean? It can go from there. But we don't have the mindset. We don't, like the guy just said. We don't have the mindset. I don't have the mindset. You know, that mindset to. I mean, I kind of have the mind. I tried one time to get some friends to pool some money together to do some, and nobody wanted. They were worried about what if we lose? What if I lose? What if he lose this money? What if it doesn't work out? Well, we got to take a chance.
Right.
You have to take a chance. And here's another thing that I noticed from doing comedy, and I know Kevin can attest to this. I've done so many benefit shows at the Italian there's I forgot the name of it, Kev. Have you ever done benefit shows for the Italian something? It's like and I've done shows for the Irish organizations,
Like a
Italian
league.
organizations. Yeah. But what they do is a group of Italians get together and they purchase a building. They purchase a building and they use that building for activities, and they help each other. If somebody's running on hard times, they help each other. It's a community, like a community center.
Yes.
Right. And they will have comedy shows as a way to raise money, but it's their building. They bought it. The group, they came together and bought it. The Irish, same thing. The Jewish, the same thing. Buy these buildings and they have these communities, and they have a van where they go on trips, but it's like a little community. I had
Yeah.
never heard of black people doing that.
Because we was not taught to do that, especially from our higher up or our leaders. Most of our leaders, as you see, was killed or murked right in front of our face. So we too scared to even organize anything.
Yeah.
And if we do organize something, we don't do it on the down low. We need to make a public service announcement. We are doing this and that and this. And sometimes you don't hear the Asian people out in the street telling people they about to buy a big building. You understand what I'm saying? And you don't hear the Jews saying we're about to buy this building. It's us that want to say, listen, they on their phone full of money. All right, full of money. This money can go on a down payment on some land, but they like tested one too. Hey, everybody, I'm on Instagram. You understand?
Yeah.
Like, it's like the whole thing is mixed up. Their priorities is mixed up.
So I think as a lot of we don't trust each other. We don't trust each other.
That too is a plethora of things.
Donna and G Car, they're both from Barbados, so I know they'll appreciate this. But I started, me and another guy from Trinidad. We started a meeting. You guys know what a meeting is? I don't know what you guys call it. They call it a meeting or a susu.
It's a susu because I was about to say a meeting.
Right.
What kind of meeting y'all doing?
Or susu.
It's a susu. Yeah.
Put money in, and every week somebody gets paid out, and we started one at work, and some people were in for it, but then other people were like, no, I want my money back. They just didn't. They were like, what if somebody gets their money and then just leave, and take off? It was like $2,000 every time, every turn somebody got $2,000. So I'm just saying that because that's a trust issue. Like a group of black people doing something like that, and we didn't trust each other.
I don't know. I don't trust everybody, but And then I'm not gonna lie, y'all. As soon as I make money, it's going out my hand because I got my sister, I got me, I got my family, I got everything. It's like as soon as you get money, it's like bam. Then you got your bills, and so I understand the susu where you can be able to save, but not everybody's with that. A lot of the West Indians and Africans do it. That's what I remember seeing it.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, the Caribbean people were in for, but the Black American they were like, no, give me my money.
Because we work too damn hard. We trying to keep that shit. We scared somebody gonna take our money.
Yeah. So
well, shout out to Snoop Dogg and them. You know, I hope it works out. It's but I'm gonna be honest. I pray that y'all try to think bigger than cereal. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all walking around here in $3,000, $4,000 suits. Think bigger. You know, get us a little mini black markets all over the place. You know, with it's black owned products.
Yeah. So Gina's theory is Kevin shaking his head.
It's not happening. I'm sorry.
Yeah. We tried. At least we tried, Kevin. We tried, but it doesn't.
Hey, we have cereal, we have barbecue sauce, we have hot sauce. Let's just be thankful.
Yeah. We also have salad dressing. There's a brother that I bought some the other day. There's a brother.
Yeah, they got it. Judge Joe Brown got barbecue sauce. They got it.
Yeah. We got unhealthy potato chips, ladies and gentlemen.
Word.
We can eat these and be fat like Biggie.
Word.
Rest in peace, Biggie.
So I want to touch on what Gina's her theory is, that because Black people were brought to this country as slaves, we don't have a sense of our history. That's why we don't trust each other. I guess that's where she's going. But then she goes, "What do I know? I'm just, she's just a whitey." So
there's some truth to that.
Yeah,
Carl hates that. He hates that excuse is still being used in 2024.
I do.
250 years later.
Yeah, but it is a lot of people that are ignorant, and not only Black Americans. It's people from the islands, it's people from Africa, it's people from Asia that's very ignorant on our culture and don't know that. And Gina, it's no problem with you saying that you get a light skin pass, okay, baby?
You can Gina come to the cookout or not yet?
Gina can come to the cookout and visit. Yeah, she can come to the cookout. She has one cookout pass. Yes.
All right.
Long as she don't bring the potato salad.
No potato salad. We don't want your potato salad.
I don't want no white people potato salad. No.
All right. Let me. Okay. Since we're on this thought, I was gonna show this video last, but I'm gonna. Tiffany, can this woman come to the cookout?
No, Carl, she cannot come to the cookout. I don't care how nice she dance. She cannot. Miss Snow Bunny cannot come to the cookout. I don't care if she know how to dance. She's just trying to get closer to one of our Black men. No. No, she can't. I like my white girls white. You understand what I'm saying? I don't want you trying to mimic me. I don't want you trying to look like me. I don't want you to try to do none of that. Be a white girl. You understand? I respect you to be yourself. Not trying to be like, no.
You might Chicago.
You like your white girls white. That's funny.
Yeah, just like I like my white men white. Let me tell you something. I don't like Trump, and I know he's going to be coming up on the subject. I don't like Trump like that, but he's white, and I like that he's letting us know who he is. And them other whites is not going to show you who he is, but he's letting us know that he's a crazy white guy. Thank you. So I don't want no white girl coming in trying to be black, trying to do the dirty one. I don't want you to have the stinky leg, and I don't want you to do the smurf and all of that. I don't want all of that. No, Becky, just be who you are.
So what if white people say they don't want Beyonce on the country charts?
You can't say that.
Oh, just fell off the planet. Well,
Hello, you hear me?
Yeah.
yeah.
You hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
We hear you. Well, they can't say that, Carl, because we started country music, to be honest, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
So they're telling us we're not invited to something that we created, so that's BS in itself because we created country music. They just took it over,
Yeah.
Is that the only thing they took over, like country music? And why did we get away from country music? Our people just didn't like it? Like, we created country music and the instruments that are used, like the banjo and all that stuff. What happened that we said, man, I don't like the banjo. We prefer the bass. We prefer the bass.
I'm sorry, I got cut off. But I'm gonna be honest with you. Music is universal, okay? And I think that our R&B and our hip hop came out of our stress. Now, dealing with country music, we was down there singing country music. Cowboy is actually for a nigga boy. Okay, let's keep it real. They didn't call white men boys. They called the black men boys. So it was the cowboys that was doing all the work, taking care of the horses and all of that stuff, and singing. We're they from the South. Our blues, what we was singing, our Christian, all mixed in with all of that. They just want something to they self. They're sundown towning the country music, and they can't do that.
All right, so we're gonna go right into. We're gonna touch on this just a little bit, not a lot, but of course, a lot of white people are upset because Beyonce is on the country charts, and
top number one.
Yes, and they're not happy about Beyonce being on the country chart. So I'm gonna show a little bit of Beyonce's song. Then I'm gonna show the song that the white people are pushing. They did a remake of Beyonce's song, Texas
Which
Hold'em.
one?
The Texas Hold'em song.
Oh, they took it?
Yes, I'm gonna show you.
But can't she copyright it where they can't touch it?
I don't know.
You can't copyright songs. I mean, they got to pay her for it, so she's getting
right. So
money.
that means they had to pay her to do it.
Yes, they did.
Okay, so look, she's making her money.
But of course, they're pushing this song over Beyonce. But here's Beyonce.
This ain't Texas, ain't no hold'em. So lay your cards down, 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 down. So park your Lexus and throw your keys up. Stick around, round, 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 round. Stick around. And I'll be damned if I can't slow dance with you. Come pour some sugar on me, honey, too. It's a real live boogie and a real live hold down. Don't be a bitch, come take it to the floor now. Woo! There's a tornado in my city. It's the basement. That shit ain't pretty. Rugged whiskey. We're surviving. All the red cup kisses, sweet redemption, passing time, yeah.
All right, now here is the song.
We don't own the rights to this music.
We do not own the rights to the music, as Tiffany said, and this is fair use. And this show is for educational purposes only. So here's a song that the Hee Haw gang
Ever wonder what Texas Hold'em would sound like sung by a girl from Georgia? Well, I got it right here for y'all.
This ain't Texas, ain't no hold'em. So lay your cards down, 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 down. So park your Lexus and throw your keys up and stick around, round, 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 round. And I'll be damned if I can't slow dance with you. Come pour some sugar on me, honey, too. It's a real life boogie and a real life hoedown. Don't be a bitch, come take it to the floor now. Woo! There's a tornado in my city. Hit the basement, that shit ain't pretty. Rugged whiskey, 'cause we surviving. Puffin' red cup kisses, sweet redemption, passing time, yeah. One step to the right, we headed to the dive bar we always thought was nice.
She
All right.
did good.
Yes, she did well. But that
There's
version,
a black version, the light skin version, and a white version.
yes. So of course, all the comments are saying that is the better song. But you know,
People like the country. The lady better or Beyonce. Which one?
a lot of people from down south are saying that this is the version that they prefer.
They prefer. Interesting.
I would believe it. They don't want to see Beyonce's ass. They want to see that white girl, you know. But I don't. Is she an artist or she's just a TikTok singer or I don't know if this is an artist or whatever she is. But she did good. If I wanted to hear a white version, I'd be like, put on her,
And you don't have to dance to that fast to that version. Beyonce's version, you have to dance. And
she slowed it down.
I don't. Yeah, she slowed it down, which makes it easier for country people to dance because most country people probably can't have any rhythm. So
right. So thank you. You did.
I'm
That's that
speculating.
light skin side of you.
I'm
That's
speculating.
that light skin white
Hey,
side
I've been to
of you.
Texas. I've done a little Texas dancing.
That's right. She had to slow the rhythm down for the white people so they can dance because they said the Beyonce one is too fast.
Exactly. I believe that. They both were good.
Yeah, they both was good.
So hold on. So wait a minute. So Beyonce is #1 on the charts, right?
Number one on the country charts.
Okay, so that means that white people are listening to the song.
Yes.
Because she's not #1 on the country charts because African Americans are
No.
tuning into country stations and listening to Beyonce.
Right.
So there are millions of white people that do dig the song, or she wouldn't be #1 on the country charts.
And if you go on TikTok, you see hundreds of white people dancing to it. They love it. But
Yeah, so it's just a few people that don't like it, but I'm thinking millions of people, white, love the song.
Pat Boone,
or wouldn't be #1 on the charts, country.
I was thinking of Pat Boone, the guy who remade Tutti Frutti.
Yeah, Pat Boone. That's right. That even better.
He stole Little Richard's music and outsold him, and that. So I'm thinking, some people are trying to do the same thing with this. With Beyonce, they want a white version.
If
These are different times, so I don't know if any white artist can outsell Beyonce by doing her remake. Like back in the day, we didn't have social media. Millions of TikTok and millions of YouTubes and all the other hundreds and thousands of Sirius XM. So it was easy for Pat Boone to outsell Little Richard because we were outnumbered. First of all. Big time, as far as
all of that, yeah.
So but in this day and age, a white artist redoing Beyonce's song, I don't think she's gonna outsell. That song's probably not gonna go #1. People will listen to it. It's not, but I don't think it'll go #1 on the charts. I'd be surprised.
But honestly, I mean, I truly believe this. I truly believe with the fact now that so many white kids and black kids are going to school together and they're growing up and they're learning about each other, rather than having to watch TV or hear your parents say back to this black people that I think it's slowly getting better. I think that slowly the bullshit is being, separated.
Slowly.
It's getting a lot better because of what you just said, Carl. But then again, we have, the guy we're going to talk about next, I think, that's, trying to keep
push us way back
and he has people that support him that's okay with that, and it's not 10,000 or 20,000. The guy has like 70 million people that love the hell out of him, and that's a lot of people. A lot of people.
He needs to go sit his ass or go to an assisted living and go sit his ass down and go drink a margarita.
But here's the scary thing, not to get off subject, but I was listening to this on Urban View Radio the other day, and they were saying that, you know, MSNBC and things like that, if Trump gets back in office, he's going to go after those stations. He's going to try to shut down CNN. He's going to try to shut down MSNBC. He's going to try to end podcasts like this. Anything that speaks truth and goes against the grain, he's going to try to get rid of those things. You know, Joy Reid and
he has a
and
list,
all these people,
Kev.
they're going to be in trouble. You know,
Kev, he has a list and he's checking it twice. And if he do get in, we pray he don't. He get in. You know, he is cutting all they ass. They said Letitia James might as well moved all the way to another country
oh
for
yeah,
4
it's coming
years.
after everybody. All the
He's going to be coming after everybody. And my thing is, go ahead, Carl. You got to show that video because it's time to talk about the Trump mess.
Okay, so this leads us right into the man says it's going to be a bloodbath if he does not get elected.
If I don't get elected, it's going to be a bloodbath for the whole. That's going to be the least of it. It's going to be a bloodbath for the country. That'll be the least of it. 34% of the automobile manufacturing business in our country, think of it, went to Mexico. China now is building a couple of massive plants where they're going to build the cars in Mexico and they think that they're going to sell those cars into the United States with no tax at the border. Let me tell you something to China. If you're listening, President Xi, and you and I are friends, but he understands the way I deal, those big monster car manufacturing plants that you're building in Mexico right now, and you think you're going to get that, you're going to not hire Americans, and you're going to sell the cars to us. Now, we're going to put a 100% tariff on every single car that comes across the line, and you're not going to be able to sell those cars. If I get elected, now, if I don't get elected, it's going to be a bloodbath for the whole. That's going to be the least of it. It's going to be a bloodbath for the country. That'll be the least of it. But they're not going to sell those cars. They're building massive factories. A friend of mine, all he does is build car manufacturing plants. He's the biggest in the world. I mean, honestly, I joke about it. He can't walk across.
Explain to me why Donald Trump's recent speech calling for a bloodbath in America, right? If he is not elected president, he said that the country will experience a bloodbath, that it will be the last election if he is not elected president. That was after he praised the January 6th insurrectionists as patriots and hostages. Folks, when Donald Trump tells you what he is thinking, let's not laugh it off. Let's not pretend that he doesn't know what he's saying. Let's not just shrug and pretend that Donald Trump does not have the backing of billionaires, the Heritage Foundation's Project 2025, that have people that are in line ready to do exactly what the fuck he is saying right now. He is referring to migrants and saying that they are not human beings, right? So what do you do with people you don't consider human beings? Calling slavery. Anyone remember that? Wake up.
So, are you guys scared? I mean, I seriously think if he doesn't win, I think something is going to happen. I'm not sure if it's going to go to an all-out war, but I know something is going to happen because he's setting it up. He's getting people ready. You know what I mean? He's getting them riled up. You know, he's trying to play off the whole bloodbath thing that he's referring to the economy. But he's probably referring a little bit to the economy, but he knows exactly what he's doing.
No,
but what scares these people more than anything, I've said it on this show before, I'll say it again. Biden is a very old man, and he looks old. And I mean, he might be mentally there, but I don't know about his physical health. And the bit of job as president takes a lot out of you. So most people are saying, if this guy wins again, he's probably not going to finish his term. Either he's going to step down or he's going to unfortunately pass away, one of the two. Nobody sees Biden, not saying he won't live another 4 years. They don't see him being sane, mentally stable to or physically to.
So you saying they scared about Kamala?
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. Yeah, they're scared that Kamala Harris will become president if Biden steps down for health issues or tragically die or something like that while in office. That is, Kamala Harris instantly becomes the president of the United States of America. And this country will shit their pants if a black woman, a woman, period, white
I was about to say, just
or
say woman, because
woman
she
of
don't
color.
consider herself black.
Well, she's black. She's the
No,
same
we know
complexion as
she's
you.
black, but she don't consider herself as black.
Okay, well, the millions of white people that wants to start a war consider her black. So whether she
Yeah.
considers herself black,
Yeah,
she's
we
black.
know that.
Okay, okay. So
I know my thing is,
we can
we know
debate
what she is.
what she considers herself. At the bottom line is she's black in this country. There's millions of people that are ready to go to war to make sure that black women don't sit in the most powerful office in the world. That's all. Obama snuck in. He's there for 8 years, and that's why we have Trump, right? We have Trump because of Obama. If there was no Obama, we wouldn't have Trump. Believe
Yeah,
that.
they needed to get their white energy back.
It was
They
a
wanted their
backlash.
white
It was a
energy back.
backlash. So without Obama ever becoming president, Trump would be still somewhere bankrupt in a casino in Atlantic City somewhere. So it's all because of him giving people hope that he's going to take the country back and get it back to where it's supposed to be, and that is old white men running the country.
Oh, decrepit
Old
white
white
men.
men run the country and in charge of everything, and that's what Trump promises, to get it back to that, and
But Kev, let me tell you something. Kevin Carl, when he said that, it flashed me back to January 6th when he
yeah,
had that whole talking his speech. It's like, do they call that gaslighting? Is that considered gaslighting when you're gassing up your people, or you sending them a message? How you mix bloodbath with the car manufacturing? That just doesn't mix to me. Why would he even say that? You understand? That's gonna make people actually. I'm looking at you different again. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? I'm very disgusted by it.
I just said that I think things are slowly changing as far as racial relations in America because Beyonce's song is #1 on the country chart. But you know what? I was just thinking about it, and Beyonce's song may be #1 on the country charts, but it seems like, but because I'm saying this because Trump still has 80 million followers. Trump still has 8, and that's what we know of. If 80 million people are willing to vote for him, there could be another 80 million who are not saying anything.
But
yeah.
they're staying quiet and they're gonna vote for him at the end.
I'm saying that they seem to love us once we're entertaining them.
That's what we've been doing for them for years, entertaining and giving them free labor.
As long as we are singing, dancing, football, basketball, baseball, as long as we're entertaining, they seem to be okay with that. But when it comes to us holding a position of power, which is Kevin just pointed out, they're so afraid of Kamala Harris becoming the president if President Biden unfortunately passes away. That seems to be the fear. Then
it is just not Republicans. It's also Democrats.
Yeah.
As the late great Joe Madison pointed out, I listened to his show a few months ago before he got real ill. It's Democrats too. High Democratic politicians who say the same thing. They're just afraid of this black woman being president, and it doesn't do if she's qualified, because we can say all day and say, well, she's not qualified. But neither is fucking Trump. Right? But he's president.
No, he was qualified because he's about business. And America is a business.
He wasn't about business. The guy, first of all, Tiffany, the guy was born with a silver spoon in his mouth. His dad gave him millions of dollars before he was 5 years old.
Most of the presidents.
But he also, Tiff, bankrupt just about every business that he ever had. He bankrupt casinos in Atlantic City. He left thousands of employees out of work. I mean, the guy, if you look at his track record, he's not that great of a businessman. That's why he owes so much money to people. He owes so much. A great businessman is a person who probably start out as a middle class person that becomes a billionaire or becomes a millionaire. A guy who father put $12 million in his bank account by the time he was 7 years old, and then gave him another loan when he got out of college.
No, I get what I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I'm talking about in his mentality. He's probably not a good businessman for us, but in white eyes, you understand, or his constituent eyes, he's a business person. And then America has been a business. We were considered as money. You understand? We was only looked at as money. So that's what he's thinking about. And that's another reason why they put him up there again. And with the Obama thing, they was trying to get that blackness out of the place and was like, let's get the whitest man we can get. But yeah, that's horrible. I mean, how did you feel, Carl, when you heard that?
I mean, about the bloodbath?
Yeah.
My first thought was, I need more ammunition. That was
Jay said try to come, right?
that was my first thought. You know, because I know he's pushed. And listen, there's a segment of white America that are itching for a war. They're itching for a war.
Yeah, they're waiting.
Yes,
they are.
And I'm not even saying to be. Don't take that lightly in the least. They're itching. They want us to start something. You know, I mean, that's why the shooting at the supermarket with the white dude went in and shot all those black people.
Yes.
I mean, the guy went into church, Dylan Ruth, and shot. They want to get us riled up so we start a war, and so they can bust out, you know, all their tanks and their AK and they, you know what I mean?
You're right, Carl.
15s, because they're waiting. You know what I mean? They have the ammunition. We are outgunned by them, and they know it.
So we're going to lose then, right? Because if a civil war starts, Carl, we're going to lose, right? I mean, is there enough? I think Trump has 70 million people that may be I mean, I'm allegedly this. I mean, I don't know this by fact, but if he has 70 million people ready to put their lives on the line, you know, to take this country back, as they say, then we're in trouble because we don't have enough firepower to fight back. And the scary thing is, what we don't know is that, what we do know is a lot of these people are police officers, Trump supporters.
They work in the system.
That have guns of the yin yang, right? They're military people. I think Dick Gregory? Who was it that pointed out? It wasn't Dick Gregory. Somebody pointed out on January 6th. They pointed out how these people climbed these walls. And if you ever see the videotape again of January 6th, and you see those guys going up the walls like this, those aren't no country rednecks that came out of their trailer park.
Those is skilled.
Those are skilled.
What's it called? Marksmen and all of that?
They're just skilled. You see the way they climb those walls real fast, like Spider-Man. Well, no, and I see those walls. I grew up in D.C. Those walls are not short walls. I mean, they climbed those walls like, you know.
They was ready.
Exactly.
One of the girls had a map of everything. I saw her. I saw the video. She was like, y'all go this way. Y'all go this way. The office of this. I'm like, this bitch planted this. They planned it out.
Yeah.
So if we sit up here talking about it now, how we don't know what they're doing there? So my thing is, we need to be on point, go out there and vote. You understand what I'm saying? And if you see a crazy white person, you better either get the hell out of Dodge, or you better start swinging.
Yeah.
We in trouble.
I'm not, you try not to think.
Well, we are not going to, I can guarantee we are not going to start a war.
We're not going to start a war.
We turn the other cheek.
Right.
unless these people, you know, get their bluff called, you know, let's Trump go, hey, let's go to war for me. And all these people are like, nah, we're not really dying for you. I mean, that could be a reality and too, Trump right?
Y'all talking about Biden. Trump is just as old as Biden. He can drop dead any damn day. He too. You understand? He's an older white man too.
That is true.
So we worry about that too. Who he gonna have for his running mate? You know, or he trying to have for his running mate. You know, so we got a lot of things to think about, you know, and to work on and make sure we vote for the right people. But I know, again, I'm not voting for somebody that's calling for a bloodbath. You understand? That's too much. That's too extra. I have heard many presidents, but I have not heard. This made me think about the Congress people from the 40s and 50s and the 60s. How they be like, these niggas is not going to do none of this. You know, like how they used to talk to us and stuff, and they was so free with it. He made me feel like that. You understand? So I don't trust him. So
I saw a bit. Who was the guy that I don't know. This is back in the Jim Crow days, and I saw a video of a guy, a white man, saying segregation now, segregation.
Bull O'Connor. It could be Bull O'Connor from Alabama.
That he was a politician, or was he?
Yeah, I think he was a politician. It's either Bull O'Connor or somebody else, because Bull O'Connor was the ones that put the dogs on them kids. You understand what I'm on them kids in Alabama in Alabama when they walked across that bridge. He was one of the most hated people that hated black people to a passion. Okay.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, those people still exist.
They're descendants. It's their descendants that exist. Either their descendants is going to pick up those same racist traits, or they're going to have descendants that's going to fight against it, and they're going to be for reparations and helping black people. You know, either way, it's a positive or a negative with their descendants. It's their descendants.
I need to backpedal a bit on saying that, you know, things might be getting better, because the fact that Trump still has so many almost 80
bets.
Yeah, that, you know what I mean.
Yeah, well, Carl, I agree with you a little bit. I mean, we still have millions of people that don't think like Trump, right? Millions of white people that don't think like Trump. Millions of people that don't like his guts, can't stand his guts, you know, that wish he would fall off the side of the planet and never be seen again. So as much as I despise this guy, there's millions of white people that despise him also, that don't like him, that wish he would just go away or for lack of better term, drop dead. Okay, so yeah, and so I mean, you know, so I think that it's still hope, and I think that people are getting tired of him, and I think he's losing people too. He has people that support him for what Tiff said, or they think it's better for the economy to have him in office. But there's people even that support him for that reason, but then they don't agree with the other stuff that's coming out of his pie hole.
Right.
You know what I mean? I have a buddy that who's a stand-up comic who's a Trump supporter, and we had these debates, you know, privately a few times about why he supports Trump, and he seems to think that. But he said he voted for Trump because of business. You know, the first time we worked together, I go, man, why are you a Trump supporter? And we sat down, we talked about it over lunch, and he's like, ah, man, it's a business day. It's a business day, man. You know, but he doesn't agree with the racist stuff, you know.
Yeah.
That Trump puts
like
out.
This.
But yeah, I mean, you yeah. There's somebody, I saw a meme. It says, what did it say? It says, what did it say? Most people, racism was not the top. I can't think of the meme right now. I think it'll be before the show's over. But yeah, people support Trump. Racism is an issue, but it's not at the top of the issues. You know what I mean? Like white people, oh, well, we know he's racist, but that's not the biggest concern for us.
How can you overlook that though? I don't understand how people can overlook that. Like I couldn't say
it's in the system.
Well, yeah, that's true. And well, money rules everything, Carl. Money is more important to people than racism. I hate to break the news to you, right? But it's true. You know,
money and then racism. And money
yeah,
can be very
money. People
dangerous
are more
too.
concerned about their wallet than they are about being called the N-word.
Would these people do business with a pedophile? I mean, would you say, oh,
most of them are
people
pedophiles.
did business with Jeffrey? Yeah, Jeffrey Epstein's a pedophile, right? He's a billionaire. Somebody can do business with him, right?
Yeah.
He's a billionaire. He did a lot of business. I'm saying rich people do bad things all the time. People still deal with them, right? Right? I mean, until somebody's ready to take them down.
Right.
I
Or
mean,
they done messed with the wrong
people knew about R. Kelly's situation for a long time, but people still,
Diddy, all of them, they was down with it.
yeah, they're down with it. Then when it's time to take them down, it's time to take them down.
You
But
see,
these
everybody's
guys,
quiet. You see, nobody's talking about it. Even the same thing with Puffy. Look at all the people that been around Puffy, Mary, all of them. Y'all, all of this stuff was happening to this girl, and not one of y'all women said anything or did anything. Why? Because money, or y'all got your own personal issues, or y'all was down with that.
a little bit of everything. Everybody gotta get their money. They gotta get their money, get the paper right, and you know, being around Diddy, you made money. Diddy made people millionaires. You know,
it was money before morals.
Yeah, Diddy made people millionaires. You know, so you know, Well, Mary's one of them. You know, she may just look the other way to get her paper. You know, I don't know, but that's you know,
As you
I don't
I
know
can't
Mary J.
look the
Blige
other way because
personally,
if
but
I
yeah,
see somebody in distress or something, I'm gonna say something.
me
All
too.
right.
After I get my paper.
After I get my paper.
Uh,
Uh,
my
all
mama
right.
needs to retire. I need to get
So
some money.
we're gonna, before we go, we're gonna touch on the banning of TikTok. What's the reason behind the banning of TikTok? Is it as the politicians say, TikTok is gathering too much information about Americans, or is there something else going on? And also, we're gonna touch on the sister that said that hood people make her nervous. Um, so she put it on TikTok, and of course, a lot of people came for her, but a lot of people agreed with her and said they understand the feeling because I don't know if there's different levels to the hood, but
Yes, it is different levels to the hood.
a hood, well, we're gonna get into it. But first, let's talk about what's going on with the banning of TikTok.
All right, guys, here on the Capitol steps, just moments ago, the House passed legislation that could lead to a nationwide ban on TikTok. So yes, this is a TikTok about possibly banning TikTok. Let me break down how this works for you. I just spoke to one of the lawmakers who wrote this bill. He told me the problem for them is not necessarily TikTok. It all has to do with who TikTok is owned by, and that's the Chinese parent company, ByteDance. They say that since ByteDance is based in China, that when you're scrolling through TikTok, the Chinese government could have access to your data, to your algorithm, to your feed, possibly influencing what you're seeing, maybe even access to your location, and that all poses a national security risk. So what this bill does, it basically gives TikTok the option, either sell and find a new owner, or it's going to be banned here in the United States. Now, President Biden says he would sign this bill if it hits his desk, but it's unclear if it hasn't passed in the Senate.
They try to scare people for doing this, but fuck it, who cares? They're banning TikTok, and I have a pretty good theory on why they're banning TikTok, so hear me out. So as y'all know, this is an election year, right? And if you think about it, the last election year was 2020. And in 2020, what did we have? We had COVID, so we was inside, and we had the BLM movement. Now, as you guys can remember, everything in that time that was going on made us seem like savages, made us seem like we was just going to stores stealing, and we were just trying to cause violence when people were trying to do a peaceful protest. Now, I don't want to say how I feel about COVID, but also they got to control that as well. Most of that was on Twitter. Now in 2024, everybody uses TikTok, and you can't control what's on TikTok if China has control of it. So before we get into things and we get into that election, if you can take away something that can tell you the truth, and now you have full control over what is seen on social media, why wouldn't you do that? Again, I might just be talking I didn't graduate high school, I didn't graduate college or anything. I didn't do any of that.
The real reason they getting rid of this application is because the money you can make, the monetization, the fact that you could spread information like wildfire, the fact that we able to learn all the shit that we learning on here, the self-education and shit, bro. The real reason they want to get rid of TikTok is because y'all learning shit y'all not supposed to be learning. Y'all making money y'all not supposed to be touching, and they don't like that shit, bro. If it had something to do with them collecting information game, you wouldn't have like fucking face app and shit like that. You got an app where a motherfucker take a picture of their face and turn themselves to a whole nother person. So if TikTok was really getting deleted because of data collection, apps like face app and shit wouldn't exist, bro. The real reason they getting rid of this shit is because of the money, the monetization, and the fact that y'all learning shit y'all not supposed to be learning, bro. Y'all learning about the food that's killing y'all. Y'all learning about what's really going on the internet. Y'all learning about how money is really being produced out here. Y'all learning about how the U.S. is one of the biggest fucking fuckovers in the world, and how all we do is goddamn shit on everybody else in every country and every state, bro, except for our own. So yeah, bro, that basically what's going on, bro. And they just like, shit, man, we gotta nip this in the bud, man. These folks getting too smart. They getting too much education off of the internet, and we not handing it to them at a point to where they can't hand feed you information. You can just go learn shit when you want to. Hell no, but they gonna take that shit away from you, boy.
I see you shaking your head, Kev. You agree with that, brother?
He's very smart.
Everything he said, right on point.
It's the
Right
truth.
on point.
Yeah, whites, because of the white establishment do not have control of TikTok. They feel like it's threatening. Also, they have their own personal issues with China, so that's also used as an excuse to stop the platform. So, let me tell you something, Carl. What you gonna do? They ban it. Most of your videos is TikTok. You know, and if they ban it, that means we're not going to be able to play it on YouTube because they abandoned it. So those are things that we have to think about because this is considered free speech, you know, and people voicing their opinion. And like he said, if they can't hand feed us what they want to feed us, it's going to be an issue. They want to be able to control it, just like YouTube is controlled, just like Instagram is controlled, Twitter is controlled. You know, they don't want that, so that's why they trying to take control of it. And it's also about money. Look about the cereal. The posts want to buy Snoop cereal because they want to have control of it. They want to buy TikTok so they can have control of it and make the money of it. And they told them it has to be bought by somebody else, by somebody white. They don't want no Asian to own half of it.
That's what I was going to say, Tiff. TikTok is kicking YouTube and Facebook and Instagram's ass.
The
And
competition.
and ad buy-in and financially they're kicking their ass, and that's probably the main reason they want to get rid of it because it's kicking what's the guy that owns Facebook kicking his butt, Zuckerberg.
Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah, they're getting TikTok people is kicking their butt, so they're losing so much advertising dollars to TikTok because everybody's going to TikTok because it's the new thing. It's probably better than those other apps, and it's just that's where all the people are going, and that's where the dollars are going. So the more people join TikTok and start to buy those ads and advertise on there and stuff like that, these people are losing money, millions.
I get more
And the
views.
politicians, you know, these guys, the politicians who voted against this, and I sent the thing that you call, where one of the ladies was saying, Congress can't agree on shit. I want you to play that one because they can't agree on nothing. They can't agree on health care. They can't agree on jobs. They can't agree on crap, but they can agree on this. That lady was on point with
because
that.
they
She's like,
feel
they can
it's
agree on
threatening.
TikTok, but all the things wrong in this country, Congress can't get together and agree on that, but they agreed on freaking TikTok. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
because
he was
TikTok
on
is
point with
telling
that
the truth.
because they're in the
Telling their
politicians'
truth.
pockets. Because politicians are paying these congressmen, men and women, to do this. You know, they want this ban because Mark Zuckerberg could be sending checks to congressmen going, hey, here's some money, get this thing banned. It's hurting our business. And those politicians are going, okay, no problem. Because why else would all the Democrats and Republicans get together so quickly to agree on something? You know, when
And
we
they
can't
can't
get
even
them, we can't
agree
even get
on
them to agree on shit
reparations.
to help us, you know, have better lives in this country. All of a
But they
sudden
can get together for
they care
TikTok.
about our security. The cell phones that I'm watching we're doing this show on right now is made in China, by the way.
Right.
You know, so we always
Everything
say
is made in China. Shit, my ass
exactly,
almost was made in China.
exactly. So for them to say, "Oh, TikTok is China owned and it's security risk," everything comes from China having the stuff in this country,
Everything.
including our cell phones and our tablets and stuff. So if they were going to get us, they would get us through these cell phones, right? You know, so this there's no security risk. This is all about finances, and like the brother said, it's about information getting out about the fraud that goes on, and people are starting to like you said, people learning information on how to eat better. You know,
History, Black history,
history,
all that
yeah, all
stuff.
sorts of
Learning
stuff.
a
Yeah, people are
lot.
learning stuff. You get on TikTok, you learn stuff. I mean, there's lots of videos on there that teach you stuff, and
Some,
people are learning and getting smart. You know, people are getting smart, and they don't want that.
especially the young
They
people.
want to keep you dumbed down so you can. And people have jobs. TikTok has made a lot of people money. There's a lot of people making big bank.
Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't even know that. But you want to hear something why I like TikTok? I get more views on TikTok.
Yeah, me too.
Then all my other stuff, all my other platforms, TikTok, you get views, you get people that interact with you,
Hey,
you
you need to start
know,
like,
and
hey Tiff, you need to start like my videos too. Start fronting because
I I
I be
do be
checking.
liking your videos. If I don't go on there a lot, but I get when I do go on there, I be bombarded with a lot of stuff. But it's you get more likes and views, you
Yes,
know, from there. Periodly, because it's not censored. Remember, Instagram and all of them are censored, so they don't let you see a lot of stuff or they ban you. So that's what they want to do to TikTok. They want to be able to control the narrative that y'all don't get the information that y'all get. And they doing it through the government.
Yeah, I mean, Congress, they couldn't agree on an anti-lynching bill. That bill, did it ever
Oh,
pass an anti-lynching bill?
yes, no.
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 They can't
Reparations,
agree
none
on
of that.
nothing. All that they can agree on is TikTok. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They can agree on TikTok. They can't agree on nothing else in this country.
They mad because TikTok is making a lot of money and doing their thing, and their kids is hooked to it, and they can't do anything about it because it's free speech. You cannot tell somebody, you know. But listen again, not everything on social media is real. You understand? Some is fake, some is a lot of artificial intelligence. But that's why we have Google too, because you can look stuff up. You know, you can't believe everything. Just like Carl sent the thing to me about Trump. You know what he said. I had to go look that up and hear it for myself. I can't, he told me about it, but I need to hear it for myself. And I think that that's how we should treat life. If somebody tell you something, do your diligence and find out first before you voice your opinion, you know. So they have an issue with that. And like I said, I hope they don't take it off. I don't have a problem with it. Ain't nobody bother me yet. You know,
They
so
probably
but
want to have it sold to an American company so they can so they can censor it, right? Because once an American company takes over, then they can censor it.
okay, so listen to this. You said that they're looking for a buyer. Now, would they sell to Byron Allen?
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Would they sell to a black billionaire? No, they're not. They wanted a white billionaire to buy it so they can be able to control it. And if they do let a black person buy it, they're gonna control his ass too.
They can sell it to Master P and Snoop Dogg.
If they buy it. But you want to hear something? I'm gonna tell you why I was a little mad at Snoop Doggy Dogg. Snoop Doggy Dogg went around. He said that he bought what you call that, Death Row Records. My thing is, why would you buy something that changed your whole life and it was an experience? Why you don't buy another record company like Rebirth Records or something? You understand? Like y'all went through your death row, y'all grew, y'all came out of it, people left and gone, but you went and you bought, you said you bought it. Because if you listen to Suge Knight said his name is not on the papers. But yeah, so my thing is why we don't create our own, that we don't have to hear anybody pop no shit.
Yeah. Like, why don't we have our own, like, we don't have like something similar to TikTok or something similar to Facebook or something similar. I think there is one out there.
I did go to one. What is the name of it? I tried to go to. I've learned about it on Roland Martin, Uncle Railroad.
Right. Yeah.
And fast something. And I went on it. They trying to charge you.
What?
They charging you to go on it. They charging you to put your content up there. You
Is
know,
it black owned? Is it black owned?
It's black owned.
Hey, arrest my case. Arrest my case. Arrest my freaking case. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying about us. You know, that's why we don't support black businesses.
Yeah, you can sign up for free, but to get all the extra stuff, you have to pay
You
for
gotta
it.
pay?
And I don't like that. What is the name? It's on the tip of my tongue because I went and I signed up for it. And I was very disappointed. Like now y'all trying to charge me to put content up there or sign up for a membership.
I was right. I was right. I was right. I was right.
The way Facebook makes his money on Instagram and all those on Twitter, they don't charge us because they have all these advertisers. Maybe there's not a lot of advertisers.
But they charge you for people to see your stuff. Like for example, on Instagram, I have 5,000 Instagram followers. Now, if I put a video on Instagram on Reels or something, and I only get a dozen hits on it, I'm like, wait a minute, I got 5,000 legit followers. How come I only got a dozen hits on this picture I posted yesterday? And the reason is because they're blocking 90% of my 5,000 followers from seeing my post. Now I got to go pay the
So you gotta
advertising more
pay.
money so they can release that video out to more of my people. So that if you got 5,000 followers, Kevin, you want 4,500 of those people to see it, you have to give us a couple $100, you know, because you just
Yeah, for
put it on there.
advertisement. Yeah.
It's advertised. That's how they make their money, through advertising. Now, if you get a bunch of followers, and the 5,000 followers is nothing. Now, if I had 500,000 followers, they would pay me.
Yes.
Because now I got so many people following me that now advertisers are paying me money. That's how I'm making money now. That's how you make money being, you know, on all these apps. Is you have so many followers that now people want to advertise with you because you got so many followers. You know, so people are going to tune in. They're
That's the
going to
first
give
thing
Lee a
they
check
ask
every
you
time I
too.
post something because I got so many followers. You know.
Yeah, that's the first thing they ask you too, how many followers you got, you know. And
Yeah.
I'm like, wow. But you have mad views. Like I have what 150 on mine because I'm not on there all the time, but I already been viewed almost 20,000 times. So you can have people following you, watching your stuff, but if they're not liking or subscribing to your work, that's how you're not going to get, because they want to see numbers.
Right.
It's all about numbers.
Yeah. Gina says they do that to me too on Facebook. Is that what it's about, Kev? I have 5,000 followers on Facebook, but hardly anyone. People ask me where I am.
Right. Yeah. It's because they want you to pay. You can always say like, I want to boost this ad, so I'm gonna put $10 on this ad, and they'll tell you, okay, you put $20 on this ad, it'll reach another
5,000 people or
5,000 people. Yeah. So they're blocking your post from people seeing your actual posts. Yeah.
I definitely know they do it to me because I remember when I first started on Facebook, I was putting a lot of political stuff up. I used to get 5,000 likes. I got 10,000 likes on one of my posts, and I got a message from Facebook saying I was violating community rules or something like that. And after that, man, I'm lucky if I get 10 likes on anything that I post.
Yeah, that's cool. They consider that as like a shadow ban, like they ban you,
But
and you
for
don't
all
even
these
know.
years, I mean, that happened like a few years ago. But I was legitimately getting like thousands of likes on stuff that I was posting because I had, you know, like there was people all over the world.
That's
Because
what.
But as soon as I heard from Facebook saying that I'm violating community rules, my likes went down, and you know what I mean, and you know people weren't seeing my stuff, and you know, so
And that's what they trying to do with TikTok. They trying
Wait
to
till they find
control.
out you're the producer of the White Haiti show. Hate White show.
Yes. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna end the show with something that it's kind of a little fun, but kind of a little serious. There was this girl she put on X. If you're not tweeting, I guess you're Xing now, because it's no longer Twitter.
X stands for X-rated, because if I see somebody giving somebody head a gig on TikTok, I'm going to scream.
What? That's on
I be
TikTok?
seeing all that giving
Yeah,
head,
yeah.
sex,
Twitter,
everything on not TikTok,
On X, yeah. X got a lot of
Twitter, all
pornography on it.
known as X now.
Yeah, there's a
It
lot of
is
pornography on there.
disgusting.
What?
Hey,
I
speak for
done saw
yourself.
everything. I done saw homosexual sex, black and white sex, black sex, midget sex on X. Like I didn't subscribe to that.
But apparently you're not shutting it off because
No, I shut it off. I block it, but if I'm telling you, everybody is getting it. Since he got in,
yeah,
he changed it. It's like free. Everybody can get it. Everybody can come on and get it. But then when Don Lemonade asked him some questions, he got mad.
Yeah. Did you see that?
I only saw a little bit of it, and you
Yeah.
saw that he was very uncomfortable that this gay nigger is asking him mad questions like this. I'm telling you, that's what you should have saw him. He was flustered.
I saw his face. He looked disgusted that Don Lemon was asking him questions. Yeah.
He was like, lemonade. Like, what is going on?
Hey, Don Lemon. I mean, Elon Musk is from South Africa, a billionaire from South Africa, And we know about South Africa's history. So
Apartheid.
He was taken aback because he was being asked questions by Don Lemon. He
yeah, you gotta Google when you get a chance, Carl. Watch just 3 minutes of that clip, man. That dude's
Canceled
face
his
was
whole show. This
they
shit would have
canceled
been
Don
out
show.
24 hours. He canceled the show.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
That
You
was
know,
the
whites
funniest clip.
don't like to be answered or questioned about their behavior, especially from the help.
Yeah.
Don Lemon is the LGBT help. They're not trying to hear anything he got to say, okay?
Yeah. All right. So, like I said, so let me ask you, Kevin and Tiffany, are you nervous when you're deep in the hood?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not.
I am.
Yeah.
I went deep in the hood today to get some fried chicken for my family because there's a place there that got really good fried chicken and it's in a bad neighborhood and it's a bad spot and it's drug infested and a little bit of everything happens
Damn,
on
you
this
got to cross
street.
over dope fees for a piece of fried chicken?
It's bad. But the fried chicken is on point. The fried chicken is the bomb. So, you know, and I drove down there and I know where I'm going. I know I'm going into the hood. I know, you know, it's not safe, but you know, I never fear going there, you know. I keep my doors locked, keep my windows up. I got tinted windows on my car. So, you know, I just mind my business. I just go where I gotta go, get out, know my surroundings, get my stuff and get out of Dodge, you know, and just the key is knowing your surroundings and other kids just not being scared, you know. If you walk past, we learned this growing up black in America, Tiff. If you walk past a fence and the dog is in the yard and he sense you're scared, you know what's gonna happen,
He's
right?
gonna bark at your
He's gonna
damn ass and
bark
try to
at you.
jump over
If
that
you walk
shit.
by that fence and have no fear, he's not gonna mess with you. Black people are the same way in a sense, you know. When you go to the
They
hood,
feel your fear or your scaredness, yeah.
yeah, when you go to the hood and you
Your
act like
vulnerability.
you belong there, they're not gonna bother you. If you look like like you scared to death to be walking past them, you're making yourself a victim, and that's just some real talk, you know. So I'm not afraid to go to the hood. I've been to some bad hoods, you know. I grew up in D.C. area, so my brother and I and my friends used to walk the streets of D.C. around all sorts of bad people. So it's just part of our DNA. So no, not at all.
All right, check this out.
Black people of TikTok, can you please stop the cap? You know exactly who she meant by hood people. She wasn't talking about the black people that sometimes talk ghetto and may look ghetto. She was talking about niggas. These niggas in particular. These niggas is scary. You know how I know you capping? Because your mom told you when you was a kid to stay away from these niggas in particular. Every black person can agree that we have niggas that we stay away from. Tell me what you think, though.
The outrage over that trend where it's like, as a black person, I feel scared to admit it's crazy because y'all get mad at folks because they say that they scared of hood people or they scared of ghetto people. But let's be honest, if you at a house party, you see somebody walk in and you don't get the hell up out of there, you're stupid. Oh, look at me, I'm progressive. I don't care if I get shut up.
I've been eating that black lady up who said the hood people make her anxious. Can I just say, I'm going to play devil's advocate here. I'm going to say that I don't believe she meant black people that are specifically from the hood. Like, if she found out a black person isn't from the suburbs, she would be like, get away from me. I don't think she meant that. I think she meant crash dummies. And she just associated crash dummies to the hood and the ghetto. And not all crash dummies come from the projects. I came from the projects. I'm not a crash dummy. But I tell you what, it's one reason why I don't go out. Because crash dummies make me anxious too. And we know that when you in these clubs, who in the club with us? People that look like us. So I think she just associated, like I said, I'm playing devil's advocate here. I think she just associated crash dummies with the word hood. And black people associated the word hood with black people. I think there's a disconnect there. But now if I'm wrong, keep eating up.
If you are black and you are afraid of ghetto people,
You are whitewashed.
That must be the dumbest take in this whole conversation. I thought as a collective group, we agreed that black people are not a monolith, and that you can exist as a black person and not associate yourself with hood culture, or need to be familiar or comfortable with ghetto. So to sit there and tell people that if you do not like hood activities, then you must be anti-black, then you're saying that hood activities and being ghetto is a black attribute or characteristic. And this type of mindset is exactly why black people in the diaspora have such a division amongst each other, and why there are so much conversations of people wanting to disassociate themselves. Because apparently, if you do not associate, you do not like, and you're not comfortable with hood activities, hood culture, or whatever it is, you are anti-black and not black enough. You must accept it, you must tolerate it, and hood activities is black people stuff, apparently. The second we stop associating all black people and blackness with hood culture, the better we will be as a whole.
Well, let me just say, I don't feel uncomfortable, I don't fear, but I do feel out of place if I'm like in the hood, like deep in the hood, or if I'm around, like
you're not hood. You're not hood.
I do feel out of. I feel like I don't belong here. Like, but am I scared? Scared? Like, somebody's gonna do me something? Or do I act scared? No, I don't act scared. You know what I mean? I say hi, or I you know what I mean, but I'm not scared.
Let me ask you a question, Carl.
Yeah.
When you're in Barbados, if you're in a bad neighborhood in Barbados, how do you feel there?
Same thing. The exact same way. There are certain places in Barbados, and Donna, who's watching, and G-Car, they're watching. They'll tell you there's certain. I'll name one. The Orleans. There's a place in Barbados called the Orleans. You know what I mean? I would not feel comfortable. I would feel just as uncomfortable as if I was in the south side of Chicago. It's just a certain energy that they have in those places, and they know you're not from those places.
That changed the game, because I talked about my brother and I being in the hood and walking around. We're in Washington, D.C., where we grew up, so we're familiar with that turf, right? So we know. But yeah, now going to another state and being in the hood, that's a different game. Like if I was in Chicago, on the south side of Chicago, I'll probably be a little nervous, or Detroit. So I remember being in Detroit, performing in Detroit, and I was standing at a hotel, and I went to the front desk and I asked the lady, I said, I want to go to the local mall, do some shopping, get some clothes for my show tonight. She's like, don't go. This lady at the front desk told me, I don't advise you to go to the mall. I'm like, what? Then this was in Detroit? Yeah, it was Detroit. And she goes, I'm in a nice neighborhood. She goes, well, the mall's about 20 minutes from here. I don't advise you to go. And it was a sister working at the front desk
And if she was telling your black ass not to go, I'm not going.
I didn't go. I went back up to my room and said, okay, I'm wearing what I got on stage tonight. I ain't gonna be a shopaholic today. When that sister told me not to go to the mall, she told me not to go to the mall. And there was a reason, so because the mall was obviously in a place in Detroit where she didn't think I would be safe.
No.
So,
listen,
so yeah, when you go to other states, that's different.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kev, now that right there, now that's where I have to come in at. I am from Brooklyn. Okay, we are the hood. We is the epitome of hood. We talk about our hood. Our hood is all over the world. Everybody know about Brooklyn. But when I go to other people's hoods, I grab my purse. I be like, oh my God, my hood ain't like this. Like, not saying it's a gift, it's just a whole different energy, a whole different feel. And when you come, you look different. Like Carl said, you look like you're not from there, so they know that you're not from there. Now, can I hang out with them? I can hang out with them because I get it. But when you first get around it, you are I went to Baltimore, Greyhound. I was traumatized. And it's a small space. And Greyhound in New York is big. But when you in this small space, you're like, oh my God. Those is a lot of bums out there. Is that
Hey,
like
Tiff.
you're in a state of shock. The same thing with Atlanta. I went to Atlanta, was in a state of shock. I went to Jersey. Jersey is another one. I made almost sat on a seat full of shit. Because somebody just took the shit and like,
You gotta stop with the Greyhound shit, first of all.
huh?
You gotta stop getting on Greyhound.
Oh no, that was years ago. I'm just talking
Somebody,
about. I'm not looking. I haven't been on Greyhound in years. But I'm just
okay.
saying, when I went to different hoods, you notice the difference in people, the energy, how they look. But I'm gonna tell you this: I went to Orlando, Florida, and their hood was different. People would meet at parks. They don't go to each other's house. They meet at the park. They got all their nice rides out and all the trunks is open. Because everybody is selling everything. You selling Timberlands, t-shirts, hog mog, macaroni and cheese, blunts, white t-shirts, Air Force Ones. Everybody is selling all this stuff. And then everybody is taking care of one another. And for some reason, everybody had one missing tooth. I didn't understand. Maybe it's the dental. But it was hood. Their projects is not like our projects. Their projects is like little houses. And they have it gated up, we have buildings. So everybody's hood is different. And yeah, I get a little uncomfortable, but I always make sure I'm with people that is somebody in the hood. Because you can't just go to the hood and not know nobody and nobody's gonna try to test you. So yeah, but it's no hood like your own hood.
I mean, Tip, you remember when Carl and I came to your house, right? You remember we didn't get out our cars.
You gotta stop. That's
You don't live in the hood.
I'm hood. Yeah, just let them know that so they know not to come in my hood. Yeah, I'm hood.
Carl, you didn't know that was the hood? Carl, you're so nice.
Carl with the nice hat. Yes,
Carl
I'm in the hood.
didn't know you was in the hood. Didn't know he was in the hood.
It's levels. It's levels.
No, it's levels. Tip, your hood's not that bad.
Hood.
I've been in hoods. I've been in hood. I remember back in the day, I was doing the show and with some other comedians. They were white. I was the only black one. We got lost, ended up in the hood somewhere in New Jersey. And we needed directions back then. We didn't have GPS. All you had was a map. And they're telling me to get out and go ask for directions because they're figuring I'm like, that ain't gonna happen. You think just because I'm black that I'm safe? No, you're gonna roll out.
They want you to get out. That's funny.
They want you to get out.
They wanted you to get out. You like,
They didn't say it. They didn't say it because you're black, but I knew that's where they were going. Carl, you're black. Go ask those guys for direction. No, we're gonna roll up.
Funny. That's hilarious.
Window like everybody else. Your lips between the thing and ask for directions. That's what we're gonna do. And that's exactly what we did. We cracked the window. Excuse me.
Yeah, but hoods come in all colors because you got white hoods, you got Asian hoods, you got Jewish hoods, you got all hoods. It's just that our hoods is different, And I salute the hood because a lot of things came. Yeah, I learned a lot from the hood. My family, we hood fans.
I don't understand why people got upset with that girl for saying she said she's not comfortable around hood people.
Well, she should not come in the neighborhood. You understand what I'm saying? She should stay her ass with her little mixy friends that she feel comfortable with. You understand? And that's anybody. You have your friends that have hood mentalities. You can't be with them all the time because they too damn hood. But you love them, but you just see them when it's hood, hood engagements. Oh, we see you, we at the block party or something like that. But every day I'm not messing with you. But it's okay. You have choice.
Yeah. But when the barbershop I go to, I guess you would say that's in the hood.
Mm-hmm. Those are the best barbers.
I don't say nothing. I don't talk because I know the way I talk is not the way everybody else is talking. And so I just sit there and look serious and blend in.
You get stuff in the hood you can't find other places, right? Like summertime, I go down to the hood in the summertime because that's where the guy sells the seeded watermelons out the back of his truck. And seeded watermelons are so healthy for you. I love seeded watermelons. It's healthy for you. So I go down to the hood and get them big giant seeded watermelons from his brother, Jamaican dude. He's always a Jamaican dude. Him and his wife sell watermelons out the back of their truck, man. And they're like $10 for this big ass watermelon. And so yeah, I'll be going in there all summer long getting them watermelons. But I will have my my doors locked as I drive through.
Click, click.
I gotta practice how to say motherfucker with an attitude before I start in the barbershop. Because I gotta practice.
No, he did. Just say
My
MF.
motherfucker song like Pee Wee Herman, like motherfucker.
That made me think about you're looking for Candy Man, bitch. You're looking for Candy Man, bitch.
I
You're
gotta
looking
practice.
for Candy.
It's gotta come from deep, you know, motherfucker.
Yup.
What up, motherfucker? What you want, motherfucker? I gotta practice before I go to the barbershop.
I'm done. I'm done.
Just don't look.
Carl.
Just don't look
Stop.
scared, Carl.
Huh?
Don't go in there looking scared, man.
Please,
Take
you
take off
cannot
your
do
glasses.
that because
Take
they're
off your
going to
glasses and put on some shades, bro.
yeah, because they're going to take your hat off and bust say, motherfucker, sit down.
I just go in, I get my haircut, and I say nothing. I don't open my mouth.
See, that's the problem, man. They know you're scared because you walk in, you say nothing. you gotta walk in and say,
I
"What's
love
up,
the
man?"
barbershop.
You gotta
I
walk
love
in,
the
ask about
barbershop.
the game. Hey, who won that Lakers won last night? You know, you gotta act like you know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
They talk about the game. I don't say nothing.
But you know the barbershop is Switzerland. It's neutral. You understand what I'm saying? So anybody is welcome. You understand? So don't never feel like that. That's one thing I can say. The salon and the barbershop is a welcome place. That's a neutral place. You can be yourself, be comfortable, and you don't have to be scared. And sometimes you might have a barber that come to you and be like, you don't talk? You all right, dude? You understand? Because if I see somebody sit to the side, I'm like, how you doing? You okay? You know, so that's a communing place where you communicate with people.
It's the black man's church, right? That's where.
Yes,
Yeah, that's where
you
you
learn
go. And
everything from there. Carl, be quiet, listening to all the tips he need.
The only thing I say is when he goes, "How you want it? You want it fade or you want it just low?" And I go, "Yeah, yeah." I just go, "Yeah."
Okay, you know what? You should get a T-shirt. Yeah,
Want it
yeah.
low? I
damn, Carl.
just go, "Yeah." That's all I ever say. Yeah, you want it low? Yeah.
Yeah, say, yo, man, I want it low, man. Don't fuck it up either.
Carl not gonna say that. You would say that. Me and you would say that, but Carl's not gonna say
I
that.
don't say shit. I just
Oh, damn, Carl.
Carl
They
gets
know.
up with a whole mohawk. Thank you.
yeah.
Hey, Carl, next time you go in there, let them know that you are part of a show called The Black Therapy Show on YouTube. Tell them to check it out.
Yeah. I gotta practice how to say that before I go though.
We should
Yeah.
get little cards. We should get some little cards and post them up too. Some little
So yeah,
posts.
so I mean, I get what the sister was saying, you know, but a lot of black people took it as she doesn't like being around, you know. But I didn't think she meant that. It's
Remember
just,
Jesse Jackson? Jesse Jackson got a lot of heat back in the day because he said if he hears footsteps behind him,
and he looks back and it's a black person, he gets scared. But if they're white,
yeah, he said something that's similar. He caught a lot of heat for that too. So yeah.
Farrah, are you serious? Only Jesse, because it's so. Because what you always hear what I say, I don't play with white people. I grab my pocketbook fast because they got a history of stealing, and I don't want them stealing. No, I should.
So yeah.
Bodies too, putting them on boats and ships.
Well, I'm not comfortable if I'm in a neighborhood that's like white. I'm not comfortable. You know?
Oh hell no, that's even worse.
Yeah.
I'm actually more comfortable going down to Main Street to get chicken in the hood than I am being in some of these towns and some of these towns I perform in and some of these cities I travel to where I like I told y'all on the show a couple months ago, I was somewhere in North Carolina and I went to the gas station and I walked in and saw a brother behind the counter and I was like, you know, I was like, wow,
You was
like, that's a brother, you know.
But you know,
Because
you
I
got
was happy
light
to see
skin,
when I
skin
saw the brother
protection.
behind the counter working, I was happy as hell. I was like, oh wow.
Anytime we see black people, we
I
be
relaxed,
happy.
you know. Yeah, I thought I was in the boondocks somewhere where there was no black people, and I thought, brother, that changed my whole attitude. You know, my whole demeanor changed when I saw the brother back there. You know, so yeah, that's weird.
I had one encounter in the hood, and this is when I first came to America. I remember I was walking somewhere, and I passed a group of guys, and you know, I started to feel uncomfortable, and then I heard somebody say, "Let's get him." I didn't know if they meant me. I didn't know, but I was about to turn a corner, and when I turned the corner where they couldn't see me, I took off running.
Oh my God.
Running.
That's what you're
And
supposed to do. If you hear somebody
yeah,
say, get him.
when I got to the end and I looked back, they were coming around the corner like, so that told me they were coming, you know what I mean? That
your ass took off running, and that's the
what?
best thing you did.
Oh
You would have
my
been
God! That's
somebody's
because
stomping pad.
Yeah.
They must knew you wasn't from there, and they were like,
Yeah, they was
get
trying to bully him.
Yeah, so but I wasn't waiting around, so that was
Listen,
not.
he heard the key word, get him.
Yeah.
And he took the hell. He was like Forrest Gump.
Yeah,
He
I
was
didn't want to
running.
start running in front of them. I just walked really fast, and when I hit the corner, as soon as I hit that corner,
You took off like Jackie Jordan Kirsten. Yeah, we know you did.
I was out.
Damn.
All right, we're gonna wrap it up. We want to thank everyone for checking out our show again. Please, please, please like, share, subscribe to our show. We're here every Sunday. Please hit the notification bell to get notified when we go live. We're here every Sunday, 7 p.m. And before we go, Tiffany, is there anything you learned on today's show or share?
I learned that we look like Kev still don't have hope for us. Listen, we have to
Kevin
create.
has thrown in the towel.
Yeah, we have to create our own. We see how they treat us regardless. You see Snoop and Master P as a brand, and they still treating them like shit, and they don't even get it. Do you understand? So if you still not creating your own, something is not right. Go to one of them billionaires and ask them for assistance. Trump, like I said, I'm very disappointed because we see that he hasn't changed, and you cannot teach an old orange dog new tricks. So he is going to be who he is. And that whole situation that he said is disgusting. And I pray that we don't get to that level. Okay. That's what I'm praying for our country. I love y'all. Thank you. Make sure y'all like, subscribe. Make sure you tell people about us. If you have any questions, please make sure you put it in the chat. We really appreciate. Shout out to my homegirl Kiwana and her daughter Brianna. We went out and ate today. It was fun. I love y'all and talk to y'all later.
All right. Kevin, did you learn anything today or anything you want to share before we go?
Yeah, Carl, I think the country has come a long way. I think we have made progress. I think that we were on a decent track. The nomination of Barack Obama twice, 8 years in the White House as the president of the United States, proved that. But there were millions of people that were upset about it, and that's what got us Trump. Now, are we going to sit back and let this one fat orange piece of shit ruin this country? Because that's just what he's trying to do. He's trying to take this country back past the 60s. Not people, he took us back to the 60s. No, he's trying to take us past the 60s. He's trying to take this country back in a bad, bad place. And I think the good people in America, black and white, and Hispanic, and everybody else that live here, that just want their kids to grow up in a decent country.
A diverse
America has
country,
its problems. We know that. And America has its issues. It always has, and it always will. But I think we got to a point where, like we said, Carl and Tiff, we see black kids and white kids playing together. I dropped Angelo off at school now. He's in preschool. In his classroom, he walks in there. He's 2.5 years old. When he walks in that classroom Tuesday morning, there's a lot of white kids in there. And kids look like him too, black and white and Latino kids. And they're all playing together. And they don't know nothing about any of this crap that's going on.
Kids don't know nothing about
They're
that.
playing together out on the playground, and they're working in class together. And that's the world they're going to grow up in, if we let it happen. But, we got this man that just wants to, for some reason, just have this power and run this country and run the world. He's a dictator wannabe. And he has to be stopped. People got to say, no, we don't want this for our kids. We don't want this for our grandkids. We don't want this for our kids. We don't want this we don't want this, and America has to rebuke him, and that's it, man. They got to find a way to rebuke this dude, and put a stop to this madness, because he's out of control and he's scared, and he's playing a playbook out of the Hitler playbook right now. If he gets back into power, we're all gonna be in a world of hurt. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna piggyback on that a little. I heard a lot of black people saying they're not gonna vote. That's how they're gonna protest, because they don't like Trump and they don't
That's
like.
not smart either.
No, that's not smart, because you're giving Trump all the power. You know what I mean? You got why do black people think they're trying to suppress the vote, the black vote? Why do you think that is? Why do you think they're doing so much to suppress? There's a reason behind that. They're not trying to stop you from playing basketball. They're not trying to stop you from playing football. They're not trying to stop you from singing. They're not trying to stop you from
no, because they need entertainment.
Right. But they are trying to stop you from voting. Why do you think that is? I mean, you got to think about that.
Power in voting.
Yeah. Scooby D2 says, I'm asking guys what you learned today. Scooby D2 said, I learned there's midget porn on X. That's what he said.
And it's not fun to watch either. It's not fun to watch.
He's no longer watching our show. I'm sure he's over there on X. Looking for midget porn. Well, again, I want to thank everyone for watching the show, and I truly hope you guys enjoyed it. I truly hope you enjoyed myself, you enjoyed Tiffany, and you enjoyed Kevin. We're here every Sunday, 7 p.m. And as I always say, thank you to Gina, our resident Whitey. Thank you so much for watching the show.
Love you, Gina.
We love you, Gina.
She got a light skin card for 2 years.
That's funny, resident Whitey.
Nicole Coates, thank you for checking in. Charlene, thank you for checking in. G Car, thank you. Donna Haygood, thank you, and thank you for everyone that
D2
that commented. Looking for who I'm scrolling.
We have a new one, Charlene. Is it Charlene? I see Charlene.
Yeah, that's my friend. She's in Boston.
Okay, hey Miss Charlene.
Hey Miss Charlene.
Yeah, I'm looking. Hi, Nikki.
Yeah, Nikki came in late. Nikki,
yeah.
We're gonna have to put you in detention.
Yes, but make sure y'all leave a comment, because remember, in our chat, the comments disappear. So, but you can't. I don't know, but you can go back in after we stop and leave a comment. I love to look at the comments.
Yes, please leave comments and tell us what you like, what you don't like, And
also, if you have any show ideas, let us know, because we'll be glad to talk about things that you might want to hear us talk about. So if you have any show ideas, anything that we're not touching base on that you think we need to talk about in the near future, let us know and we'll do a show about it, okay?
Absolutely. All right. So once again, thank you. And we will see you next. I'm sure something will come up for a topic for.
There's always something. Or we'll make one up.
We got plenty of topics. We got so much stuff we didn't even cover today because we ain't got time to cover it. We had another mass shooting yesterday, but we ain't got time to get into that.
Yeah,
it was a brother who killed his white family. Y'all see that?
A brother killed his white family.
Yeah, he killed his baby's mama, who was white. He killed his sister and his stepmom, who was white also. Yeah. You hear about that? He held up. It happened in Pennsylvania. And then he had.
But I didn't know it was
There's a brother, yeah. And
that's why they didn't put it up there. They didn't want y'all to know that a black man took a whole family, a white family.
Yeah, it was all over the news. But yeah, I watched it yesterday as it was unfolding. They had the house surrounded. So he made it out to I think Trenton. It happened in Pennsylvania. The murders happened in Pennsylvania. Then he made it over to Trenton, I believe, and that's where they had him cornered in the house and stuff like that. It was very tragic, man. He killed a 13-year-old girl. It's really sad.
And he went through the house searching for more people to kill, but they were hiding.
Yeah. So he was a young black man, and he went and he killed those people. He killed his mother-in-law, and then he went and killed his baby, the woman that had his two kids. He went and killed her, and so it's But they took him alive, so he's gonna probably,
Oh, I thought he was gone. I thought.
No, they took him alive. He didn't kill himself. He's a coward. He couldn't shoot himself, but he took his life. So I mean, he's in prison right now.
It's in
Jail.
Levittown.
Yeah.
Levittown. Yeah.
Yeah. So that happened yesterday. So another mass shooting, like I was saying earlier, and I won't prolong the show because we got things to do. But the Congress passed that TikTok bill like that, but this guy had an AR-15 rifle and killed those people yesterday, including that 13-year-old girl, which makes my heart break, man. So
and another one, we had a shooting on the train station in Brooklyn.
yeah,
on the
shooting at the train station.
Yeah,
And
where
there's so
the
much
good
shooting
guy.
and there's so many shootings in New York City right now. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
I watch 11 o'clock news. It's like watching a Bruce Willis movie. It's like crazy.
Yeah, it is. It's like, oh my gosh. It's like every time you talk. So I don't watch the news all the
What's up with
time.
the subway, man? You can't get on the subway. It can be Chuck Norris around on this subway. There's so much. There's so much stuff on this subway.
A guy in a wheelchair stabbed 2 people.
I saw that. Yeah. First of all, a guy in a wheelchair has no legs. I'm kicking his ass. I'm gonna kick his ass. I'm gonna roll him down a hill. Roll him down the hill like that, kick his ass.
You
I'm
are
gonna
going
take
to
his
get in
brakes off his
trouble with the
wheelchair.
Special Needs Wheelchair Association if you keep talking like that. No, but that's horrible. You know that you are
The guy
in a
wheelchair
wheelchair.
stabbed 2 people.
What? I mean, how did he just roll up on you? It's like, ping, like.
No pun intended.
If you roll up on him,
you see don't be rolling up on me.
You see a guy in a wheelchair coming towards you. You're not thinking this guy's gonna. You don't thinking he's got a weapon.
That is true. That is true.
I don't trust.
I don't trust nobody.
I don't trust nobody. Let me tell you something. I had a guy that I dated that was in a wheelchair. He made more money. He made more money than a nigga standing up. Okay?
You just got a wheelchair?
Yeah, I dated a paraplegic before. I dated
Oh,
a couple
wow.
of special needs. But anyway, he was cool. But I wouldn't mess with him. All these people that was around him.
Don't rush past that. That takes. I have a new respect for you, Tiffany. Dating
I know, Tiff. Wow, God, that's. We got to talk about that one day. Damn, Tiff. So was he from the waist down or?
He was shot. He was a drug dealer back in the days, and in the 80s, and he wound up getting shot and got paralyzed. But I knew him when he was already paralyzed for almost 15, 20 years, so he was used to it. So he was cool. He was one of the flyest guy in his hood, and he liked me. I liked him. It didn't last long, but we still cool to this day, and stuff like that. But yeah, he was cool. He was driving and everything. He would come pick me up. He had money. He had loot. He had all of that. So
wait, he picked you up?
Yes, pick me up. Stop playing with me. Right in his truck.
Did you ride in his wheelchair?
Yes, I rode trucks. Okay, leave him.
I bet you ride his wheelchair. Into the rest.
You know where this is going, right? Right.
I'm not even listening to him, but yeah, you can't trust you people in wheelchairs, handicapped, deaf. They can get your ass too. They human.
Teddy Pendergrass was in a wheelchair, and he was married. He got married, as a he got married after his accident. And had a wife.
Well, women love Teddy. I didn't know that so many women love Teddy Pendergrass. I know mad women that would have took care of Teddy in his wheelchair. Gave him sponge baths and all that.
Teddy was getting all the women before that accident.
All the women and the trans women.
Everyone's leaving the show. They're tired of hearing us yapping, so they're dropping.
Bye. Thanks for watching.
So bye, everybody. We will see you next Sunday. Bye.
I didn't know we were still on the air. Damn.
Yes, we were.
Sorry.
With the knowledge you gain, break away from the chains. We helping you grow, the Black Therapy Show. You be in a safe space, dealing with the black trauma. We unpacking and inspecting all our baggage and drama. Cause we gotta unite, no more killing each other. It's time to see a new future for my sisters and brothers. You know, with Kevin, Carl, and Tiffany, you'll have an epiphany. We'll give you everything you need to handle the enemy. We're giving you empathy, we gon' challenge you mentally. The right conversation so you grow exponentially. We built your penitentiaries, we built all your schools. Gave us brainwash education, just making us fools. hatred was what we got in exchange for love. No more manipulation from my God above. No, it's Carl, Kevin, and Tiffany. Now welcome to the Black Therapy Show. Let's go.